also a technique called EFT tapping, where they just like, play with themselves during it. So I'm going to show a video soon about how to do it. And they tend to just do it, practice it on themselves, and it helps them to get calm.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tapping Solution Foundation's tapping videos. Have you ever heard of tapping? It is something you can use to help you feel better. Raise your hand if you've ever felt mad, worried, or even had trouble solving a problem with a friend or making friends. Have you ever become so upset that your face begins to feel warm? Or been so nervous that your stomach hurts or your hands shake? Well, you aren't the only one. When you have those feelings of your stomach feeling queasy or your face feeling hot, there's a reason. Your body may respond to stress or problems this way. Tapping can help you get rid of these negative feelings by sending relaxing signals back to your brain. Your brain and body work together. I'm going to teach you how you can tap. Before we begin tapping, it is important to think about how you are feeling now. This helps you to understand your feelings and also notice the improvement once you've spent some time tapping. When we tap, we always think about how we are feeling on a scale of 0 to 10. A 10 would be that you are really mad or really upset, the strongest emotion. A 0 would mean that you feel calm and you've solved what was bothering you. The scale has a range of numbers, so you may be feeling really worried and you feel like an 8 out of 10. Or maybe you are worried about something, but you are still able to concentrate in school, so you feel like a 5 out of 10. You can also use your hands to measure how much. Your hands far apart would be that you feel strong emotions. You're really upset or really nervous. Closer together would be that you have those feelings, but they aren't bothering you as much. Closed hands together would mean that you've solved your problem. Are you ready to tap along with me? It's easy, just copy the moves that I do. You can tap using any hand and any side of the body, or both. First, take a deep breath in and let it out. We start with the side of the hand, called the karate chop point. It's easy to remember because it's just like a karate chop. Yeah. Next is the eyebrow point. We can remember it by calling this the hairy eyebrow point. I pretend that I have eyebrows so big that birds can land on them and sing songs to make me feel better. Then there's the side of the eye point, which I remember by calling it the super eagle eye point. When I tap here, I pretend I have super eagle eyes that let me see things in a different way. Next is the under eye point, or the lion cry point. This reminds me that even if you're strong like a lion, it is okay to cry and let feelings out. Then there's the under the nose point, the dragon fire point. I breathe out my bad feelings just like a dragon breathes fire out of its nose. Next is the chin point, or the wolf's chin point. When I tap here, I'm like a wolf howling away the feelings that are bothering me. Then comes the collarbone, which I think of as the gorilla thumb point. When I tap here, it's like I'm a big, proud gorilla beating on my chest. Next is the underarm point. I like to call this the bear hug point, because when I tap here, I think about giving myself a lot of love with a bear hug. The last tapping point is the top of the head point. I call this the monkey point. This one's a silly one that makes me feel like a monkey, and then I laugh. Those are all of the tapping points. While we tap, we also talk at the same time. This helps us remember what is bothering us and to help us solve the problem or to feel calm. Let's try it out. I'll tap first, then you repeat what I say and do. It may feel a little silly at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Because we are learning how to tap, let's rate our feelings about learning something new today. Are you worried about learning something new? Are you unsure about it? Rate your feelings using the scale of 0 to 10, or use your hands to show how much. Say your number out loud or show with your hands. Then let's take a deep breath in and let it out. Copy the moves that I do and repeat after me. Even though I'm learning something new, I'm a great kid. Even though this will be different, I like to learn new things. Even though this is new and different, I can try my best. Eyebrow point. This feels a little silly. But it can help me when I have so many feelings. I love learning new things. Whether they are hard or easy to learn. Tapping will help me. I will learn all about it. I'm a great kid. I am learning new ways to help myself. Now let's take a deep breath in and let it out. This example is one round of tapping. Usually we'll do more than one round until you are feeling better. After tapping, you will rate how you feel again using the scale of 0 to 10 or this much with your hands. Are you still nervous or worried about learning something new? By learning how to tap, you just help to bring calming thoughts back to your brain instead of your body reacting in a different way. You can use tapping to help with any feeling or problem you have. If you look at some of the other videos, you can use tapping for anything. Find one that works for you. See you soon.
So this is a technique that you can use. It helps a lot with just getting calm, with anxiety, and just if you're really afraid or really aroused at any point, you would continue, you repeat it a couple times until you feel relaxed. Some people say they tend to fall asleep because the points tend to help them relax a lot. Other techniques you can use is, because we want to use a lot of tactile influences, is breathing like this. So using your hand, you go and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And you go around your hands like that just because they need to feel something during that time as they breathe. Like I was saying, it's hard for them to know. Just breathe in and breathe out. But if you help give them something to play with or to do, it helps them to focus a lot better. This is also where you see the box. That's also another breathing technique where you go up, you breathe in, you hold, and then you breathe out. Then you take a rest, and you breathe in again, hold, breathe out. And they just repeat that, and you tend that they just keep going around and around until they feel better. Now for anyone that would have missed the points, this just shows what the points are. So you have your eyebrows, your temple hair, under your eyes, underneath your nose, your chin, by your collarbone, hair, and also right underneath your armpits and on top of your head. So we can also do activity corners. So for instance, having a worry box where children may use pictures of things and draw, color, write if they can, and put it in there. And then when they're, probably at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you can look at all the things that they were worried about and then show them, well, you're okay now. You got through it. Just to help them learn that things do bother us at times. However, you tend to get through it once you have the right support. Other things you can do is get the activities that they love to do. So whether they love to sing, dance, blow bubbles, just talk, laugh, play games, then you would write all of that on little pieces of paper and let them make a little soothing jar, a soothing box, or even just write it on cards and have them use it as coping cards. And so when they feel very anxious, you remind them, okay, go to your cards. Lots of children, So occupational therapists will let them use a little keychain and they will laminate it, and they will have this set with them all the time just to go through and remind themselves, especially if you use some pictures, just to help them remember, what they can do when they feel anxious. Now, this was the section that I was talking about that we're coming to now. So I remember Miss Lisa Garney was saying that not a lot of the children with Down syndrome may be verbal. So they may need something different to help them cope, to help them understand. And on top of that, the parents may not know exactly what is going on with them. And because of that, we are now using stories. We're now using just pictures, whether you use picture stories or if they understand when they're hearing, so you can use just the video stories as well to help them kind of know what is going on. So what you would do is that you would show the picture, or use the video, and you would pause it and then put some options and help them choose. So I do have a slide with some pictures, and I'm going to ask you guys, how you think you might be able to use the pictures to help your son or your daughter understand what they're experiencing. So we really want to start using more visual cues as opposed to just talking and encouraging them to, saying positive things to themselves. So when you find, like, for instance, with Mr. Cyril, where his son is going on about getting married, renting, and those things, then you will now get a social story or pictures about this. And you would use it now to help the son, pick out, okay, what are you concerned about? And then you will actually form a story with the picture just for them to see, okay, yes, you're concerned about this, but first, let's put school before it. Let's put this before it. And just helping them to understand, just to help them think, tell you what they're experiencing through the pictures, but also you now helping them cope and reframe using the pictures or the stories.